Hello, Year 10. Yes, it's time to talk about smoking. Smoking isn't very nice. It does things like this to your toes. How hideous is that? This person definitely needs a pedicure. We'll be looking at what it does to your lungs. Ugh, how hideous. But the first thing that we have to do is look at our learning objectives. Okay, today we will be looking at the effects of some chemicals in cigarette smoke, including nicotine as an addictive drug, tar as a carcinogen, and carbon monoxide leading to the reducing the oxygen carrying ability of the blood. We'll also be having a little look at some data, and in an exam it's likely that you may get some data questions. First of all, what we're going to do is look at the damage caused by a tar. Yes, tar, like goes on the roads, is black and sticky, but what's important about tar? Okay, tar, if we highlight it as a key word, is a sticky black substance in tobacco smoke that contains carcinogens. But then we have a problem because you may not know what the word carcinogen means. Let's have a little look. A carcinogen is something that causes cancer, such as tar in tobacco smoke. It's a kind of carcinogen cancer, a K and a K, so that might help you to remember. The next thing you will read about is about carbon monoxide. Okay, let's highlight carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is a toxic gas. The chemical formula is CO. It's found in tobacco smoke that replaces oxygen in the blood and so reduces the amount of oxygen carried around the body. And yes, at this point I would start nagging you about aerobic respiration. Zooming out, let's just quickly look at the effects of carbon monoxide. What does it do? The key point here is carbon monoxide makes the blood vessels narrower. Okay, if you've got narrow blood vessels, the blood doesn't get there with the oxygen, and we know we need oxygen for respiration, aerobic respiration, for our tissues to live. If they die, the tissues, then you could end up with toes like this. This is what has happened in these black areas. The carbon monoxide has reduced the oxygen going to these areas, and those toes, quite frankly, look like they're going to fall off. The problem with nicotine. This is, I would say, the easy one, the nicotine. It's the addictive part of the tobacco smoke. If we look at nicotine as a key word, we also find out that it's a stimulant. Okay, it's addictive and makes it difficult to give up smoking. As I said, in an exam you might get some data questions, so let's have a little look at this table here. In fact, it's a graph. What do we do before we tackle graph questions? You could pause the video and think about it. Yes, you're hopefully right. We do not look at the question, we analyse our graph. So what does this graph show us? It represents men in dark purple and women in pale purple. We have all cancers, all respiratory diseases and all circulatory diseases represented here, and the percentage of deaths up the side. If we were to describe it, how would we describe it? Yes, let's go for this one here. Okay, the highest percentages in deaths is in all respiratory diseases for both men and women. Okay, we also notice about the graph that in every category the higher percentage of deaths is in men, and the question is why that is another lesson altogether. We'll be analysing more data when you get back. Okay, here we have a little quiz. Team A and Team B. I'm going to be Team A and Team B. Let's see how I do. Hopefully I'll get it right. Okay, we haven't focused on diseases, and this is a tricky one. A disease of the lungs in which the alveoli decreases in surface area, reducing the rate of gas exchange in the lungs caused by smoking. Oh, my time is up. Let's try again. Oh, it doesn't give me an option. I'm going to go into team B. That will come back. Right, an addictive chemical in cigarettes. I'm going to try and be quicker. What's the addictive one? It's nicotine. Okay. Team A, a chemical that reduces the amount of oxygen that red blood cells can transport around the body. What's the chemical? Yes, it's carbon monoxide. You can pause the video in between to see if you're right. Tiny hairs that protect the airways. What do you think? Yeah, down to cilia. You will have learnt about those in year 8. Too little oxygen supplied to the heart tissue can cause this. The heart tissue, we're talking about a heart attack. A disease of the lungs in which the alveoli decreases in surface area, reducing the rate of gas exchange caused by smoking. Here we are again. This is a tricky one. We're talking about emphysema. I made it this time. Woo! Cancer caused by smoking occurs in these 2 locations most frequently. What do you think? We've got the lungs and mouth. Chemicals that cause cancer, K and K, must be carcinogens. A disease. Which one of these is a disease in the bronchi? Let's have a look. We're talking bronchitis and the sticky black carcinogen. Team B wins. Woohoo! Well done, Mrs. Nichol. It was a win-win situation. If you want to play the video again, you can pause it each time to see if you actually get the right answer. Okay, folks, that's all for today. I would suggest reading through the book carefully and make sure you complete the worksheets that I've given you over half term.